Blast me to Bermuda! It's time for the Mad Merlin's Warhammer 40,000 Imperium journey, Episode 5, Part 2, Gallery and Playthrough. Hello and welcome back to the Mad Merlin's Warhammer 40,000 Imperium journey. We're here for Issue 5, our next playthrough, and a gallery of our Space Marine Captain. So I'll show you the Captain before we get into the battle. But here we go. At the moment, we're going to look at rallying the troops and see what new rules we get. So our setup is using the small battle mat, and we just need the Captain and 3 Scorpion destroyers. This is a brutal battle to the death, pretty much. So our new profiles include the AP characteristic. AP, or armor penetration, is basically how good a weapon, whether it's a sword or a gun, is at busting through armor. So here we can see the Mastercrafted Power Sword is a melee weapon which has a -3 AP, and a plasma pistol, which is a pistol weapon, has a -3 AP. So the Captain has a move of 6, weapon skill 2+, 6 wounds, 5 attacks, and a 3+ save with the Iron Halo, so he has a 4+ invulnerable save. The Scorpion destroyers have a move of 8, weapon skill 3+, wounds 3, attacks 3, save of 3+, and they attack with a hyperphase blade, which has an AP of 3. So as I said, this is going to be a brutal battle to the death. It pits the Captain against 3 Scorpion destroyers, and we learn all about how AP affects your saves. So when you make a normal save, if you hit a 3, that would be a save for, say, the Scorpion destroyers. But with a -3, that 3 soon becomes a 6. So that means anything less than a 6 is a fail. Or if you want to look at it another way, take 3 away from 3 leaves you with 0. So that would be a fail. But either way, the AP just changes how your armor save works. Invulnerable saves, on the other hand, are never affected by an AP, so a save for the Iron Halo of a 4+ will always be a 4 or better. So a 4, 5 or 6. That's all our updated profiles. Let's get on to the gallery and show you the Captain, which I have heavily converted. So here we have my Captain ready for battle. As you can see, I've painted him in the colours of the 3rd Company of the Ultramarines. I've made a few extensive conversions. I've given him an alternate head, which came from the Primaris Chaplain on Bike. I've given him a back banner, which shows him off as being a veteran, because we all know good Space Marines carry back banners. I'll be doing it to some more models when I eventually get them. As you can see, he has a plasma pistol, which is glowing full of energy, and he has his Mastercrafted Power Sword. I've also enhanced this model by giving him some transfers. I've got a skull on the white backfield on his knee, denoting him as a member of the 1st Company. He has an Iron Halo with an Ultramarine and a Marksman's Honour on his left shoulder pad. He has detailing along the bottom of his cape. And he also has some back banner detail, including a Ultramarine U reef, set in a reef, as well as some battle honours and how he gained the title of Captain. I'll stop him a sec, so we have a little bit better view up close. You can see he's got an Indomitus Crusade icon. The bit there with the skull is his oath he took when he first became Captain, and this is the battles he fought in throughout his career. And we have a much better look at the face. As you can see, I've gone for a more sterner and older grizzled veteran. He has a marksman's honour, a little reliquary, a purity seal, and his sword scabbard is there. He's got the mark of the 3rd Company on his knee. Another purity seal there. I've given him an extra purity seal. He has his Terminator's honours. On his back banner, we can see his name, Venator, at the top there. I've given him a little Ultramarine U to show he's of the Ultramarine chapter. He's got a Crux Terminatus with the centre painted in red, again to show his 3rd Company. I've liked this head because it's got some nice scarring on the side to show he's been a real grizzled veteran. He's fought in plenty of battles. Very nice model, and even at base model, it's still a really nice pose. I've changed the arm. I've given him a new shoulder, but everything from below the elbow is the original, so that the pistol angles a little bit better. So it looks like he's shooting out in one direction, raising his sword to rally, and also looking to seek his next victim. There we go. Let's get on then with Mission 5. So we have our battle set up. As you can see, we use a small mat. We've got our 3 Scorpic destroyers on locations D, E, and C, and our Primaris captain starts on A. I also have a pile of wound markers for captain, and a pile of wound markers for the destroyers, 6 dice, and my range ruler. So here we go with the mission briefing. Rallying the troops. With these troops scattered and fully engaged with a Necron foe, the captain in command of the Ultramarines force seeks to rally the Space Marines and ensure the Necron foe is defeated. A heroic intervention. With these troops separated and bogged down in brutal hand-to-hand combat, the Ultramarines captain must stand alone against the Necron foes. Armed with a master-crafted power sword and a lethal plasma pistol, he aims to lead by example, cut a path through the Necron invaders, and rally his troops to a swift victory. In his way, however, stand many murderous Scorpic destroyers, desperate to slay the living. Destroy the destroyers. Forge a path. Having been isolated from the rest of his troops during the chaotic fighting beneath Megaria's surface, the Primaris captain has finally battled his way into the Necron facility. He must now forge a path through the shadowy corridors and locate his soldiers. If he can reunite the survivors, the captain's leadership skills and martial prowess will turn the tide of the battle and send the Necrons fleeing back to the lightless void from whence they came. Necrons, chop off the head. Slay the captain. Scorpic destroyers are driven only by the desire to slaughter the living. Having been awakened, they stalk the shadows of the Necron facility, hunting for Space Marines to slay. The Necron base's canoptic defenses have detected a lone warrior and transmitted his location to the murderous destroyers. Presented with an opportunity to end life, the insane Necrons close in, blade limbs twitching in eager anticipation of the violence to come. So the point of the mission is to learn about invulnerable saves and how AP works, but it's basically whoever can survive the longest and destroy the most. So we have full range of abilities because he's coming with his plasma pistol burning. So the captain can move, shoot, and also charge, ready to destroy the enemy. So Spacemarines get the first turn, even though the Necrons have been preempted. So he's got a movement of 6. So we're going to move him in point blank range and shoot with a plasma pistol. Plasma pistol has a single dice and hits on a 2+, which he does. So with the AP, the Necron save of 3 goes down to a 6. So can this Necron save? Oh wow, he can. He must be really crazy. So Primaris captain will charge in, 7, more than enough to get in. So he gets 5 attacks with his mastercrafted power sword. Needing 2s to hit, he scored 4 hits. So the Necron now makes his saves, normally needing 3+. So 5 minus 3 leaves 2. 3 minus 3 is 0. 3 minus 3 is 0. 3 minus 3 is 0. 2 is not enough to save, so that Necron Scorpion Destroyer has been wiped out. And with that, the captain has started to turn the tide. It's now the Necron's turn, and let's get those Scorpion Destroyers in, ready to cleanse armor from body. So each Necron Destroyer can move 8, but they only need to move 6 to get within range. They have no shooting, so they go straight to charging. First one is in, and the second one, wow, even with a 3, he's still in. So each Scorpion Destroyer gets 3 saves. We'll do our first one here. So we've got 3, a 4, and a 6. So they all hit because they have the weapon skill 3+. So normally the Space Marine Captain's armor would be totally void. So we're going to roll on his invulnerable save, meaning we need 4s. We save 2, but 1 goes through, putting him down from 6 wounds to 5. The second Scorpion Destroyer makes these attacks, scoring 3 hits. 3 4+ saves on the invulnerable Iron Halo. Oh dear, 2 go through this time. The captain isn't looking too bright. He needs to try and fight back. It's now his turn. With multiple enemies in base contact, the Space Marine Captain can choose to direct his attacks against any of them. So he's going to put 3 into one Scorpion Destroyer and 2 into the other. So we'll hit 3 against this guy. All 3 hits. So 3 saves. Oh dear. That all equals nothing. 1 more dead Destroyer. His last 2 attacks against the second Destroyer. 2 hits. Saves. Whew, lucky. So that 6 becomes a 3 and that 5 becomes a 2. So that means he's took 1 wound. He's still alive. Scorpion Destroyer now fights back in his turn, scoring 3 complete hits. Ooh, the captain needs to think carefully. If he fails all 3, he's out. But the Iron Halo's his best bet. Oh, look at that. 2 saves. He may be on 2 wounds, but he's still alive. And now it's his turn. With only 1 enemy, he's going to put all 5 attacks into that Scorpion Destroyer. Ooh, 2 1s. But still, 3 should be more than enough to wound that Necron. 3 saves. Oh, he needed plenty of 6s and he didn't get them. This is what happens when you stand in the way of a great hero. You get mullered. So there we have it. Mission 5, Rallying the Troops, is complete with a Space Marine victory. So that's now 3-2 for the Space Marines. What else would you have done differently? Would you have hopefully hoped to save your Necron Destroyers? Or would you have just accepted that you're against unsurmountable odds? Also, the one rule we forgot to use was pistols in combat. Which, if we flip over here, pistols can be used to fire even whilst within engagement range. So that effectively gave the Space Marine Captain 6 attacks in combat. He'd get 1 attack with his plasma pistol in the shoot phase, and then he'd get his 5 attacks in the combat phase with his power sword. So he could have easily dished out enough damage against those destroyers. So Do a rematch if you want, flip over sides if you're playing with another opponent, or if you're like me, you just like to play back and forth and see who does best. I might do another replay, I'm not too sure yet. But on to next issue, we get Primaris Aggressors, Abaddon Black, and we have our most brutal battle yet, and if I remember rightly from looking ahead, we learn all about range. Then in issue 7, we get 3 new paints, detailed paint guide using all these paints on our new models, or should I say all these new paints on all our models, and also a thrilling new battle. So, all what's left is to thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share and subscribe. And if you'd like to help the channel out, there's an affiliate link for Curton Games, as well as a link to my Buy Me a Coffee channel. So, I'll see you next time for more mad content. Goodbye.